email address, and a little bit about yourself. Your journey. How did you start the business? Because this is what the listeners want to hear. They want to hear the journey. How did you start? What resources did you use? Um, and like, do you offer anything community based? Because that's what I'm looking for to promote. Like, do you give back to the community? Do you hire your own? What's your incentives for the community to support your business? Other than the fact you're black, so what incentives are you giving for people to support your business? So I need to know all that in the email. Um, Next, same email address at passionwebmail@poeticpassion.host, except this is the Chew on This contest. And to enter this contest, you would simply put Chew on This in the subject bar / shopping while black. And that contest is basically, I want you to share a shopping while black experience. So, hit me up at passionwebmail@poeticpassion.host. No entry fee, not charging an entry fee. I'm just giving you a bulk supply of your favorite snack because that's within my budget to do that. Later on, it'll be merch and all kinds of stuff as I get sponsors and whatnot. But right now, I don't have any sponsors. So this is all on my dime. Um, just a way for you to interact with me, show me that you're listening. I'll be supporting a black-owned business. That's how I give you your snack, through a black-owned vendor. And then you will be supporting me by entering the contest because you'll be showing that you listen to this podcast and, supporting me because I'll be getting the, algorithm and all that. So everybody gets something. It's win-win for everybody. You get something, I get something, the black-owned business gets something. So yeah, to enter that contest, hit me up at passionwebmail@poeticpassion.host. And in the subject bar, put Chew on This / shopping while black. In the body of the email, give me your shopping while black experience. Please don't make it a novel, like 4 to 5 paragraphs max. Basically, I just want to know what happened. Like, we all know what shopping while black is. Either they gave you some really bad customer service, or they followed you around the store acting like you was going to steal something, or treated you as if you couldn't afford the product in the store, or just plain old just didn't want you up in there. Didn't want your business no matter how much money you had. And I already shared my shopping while black experience in my live I did on Saturday. I think this is episode, I think I'm on episode 67, I believe. Or 76, excuse me. So this would probably be, go check out 76, hear my shopping while black story. I got so many more, but that was just my most recent one. So that happened just a couple months ago. Yes, and then also in the subject bar, also in the body of the email, be sure to give me your mailing address so I know where to send your snack. Then your snack itself, like what do you want? Chips, pop, soda, chips, pop, candy, whatever your zoom zoom or wham wham is, no judgment. And I'll get that to you expeditiously. And all you gotta do is enter it, So not only will you get a snack, I'll read your story online to let everybody know what you said. If you don't want your name revealed, just in the email include that. Don't say my name. And I respect that. I'll just be like somebody from Texas or somebody from New York writes da 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 da. So that's it with the contest. So I already did the free promotion. I already did the contest. Before I jump into the Black-owned businesses, I just want to take this brief time to acknowledge some things that need acknowledging. They happened just yesterday, both on the same day, which is incredible. So today is the 8th. This happened on the 7th. So we got a new associate justice, Kentaji Brown, with nearly a unanimous vote for our new associate justice. And I'll always be in the loop about, somebody black being inaugurated as a judge or somebody in the legal department if it comes across my radar, because we need representation in that, because the system is not designed for us. So as many people as we can have that's serving on benches, as a district attorney or, somebody high up, somebody that can actually turn the tide for us, that's always something to be acknowledged. And so we're going to give Kentaji a round of applause. And we're going to all keep our mindsets positive that the sister actually will, live up to the title and represent us well, do everything within her power to, give us a fair shake, because, as the old saying goes, all skin folk ain't your kinfolk, because some black people in those positions are even more dastardly and sinister than Caucasian people, like for real. But hopefully this sister will not be that, and, we get a fair shake. Now also, on April 7th, Ashanti, recording artist Ashanti, received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's 2,000 something. I didn't see the exact number, but it's just an honor anyway for her to get that. I think she truly earned it, because she's been working very hard in the industry, because like nowadays you can just buy a star. It doesn't really mean anything. Like if you know the right people, you can get a star on the Walk of Fame. But in her case, I think she actually earned it, because if you look at her body of work, she's been doing television, she's been doing movies, she's been staying positive. There hasn't not been one, year that she hasn't been working. She's always been doing something. She's never been on hiatus. She's always had something in the works. She ain't out here being messy. You never heard no relationship, horror stories. You ain't never heard her being out here on no drugs or nothing like that. No miscarriages, no kids. So she been pretty squeaky clean out here in these streets. All we can do is speculate with her and Nelly, and we can't even speculate because he ain't saying nothing, so we shouldn't be speculating. Let's get that right off the ripper. We shouldn't be speculating about that. But anyway, give it up for Ashanti and her accomplishment receiving her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And now on to my favorites, promoting black owned businesses. So I've started a thing when I started promoting black owned businesses. It would just literally just be random black owned, just like no real thing, no nothing. But now I come in for the last, I would say last 2 or 3 months, I got like a theme. So last month's theme and this month's theme, I think I'm going to keep this theme going all the way till June. Is just springtime things you would think about in the spring, like or things that I think that kind of symbolizes spring. People do in the spring, like services, products or services people purchase in the spring. So today's black-owned businesses will be promoting bicycles. Why bicycles? Because I don't know too many people that don't ride bikes in the springtime and the summertime. Like right when the weather starts getting nice, that's when people start doing outdoor activities. And springtime is a really great time of year to ride your bikes because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. The weather's just kind of just right, depending on what region you live in. But yeah. So, having said that, my first black-owned business I will be promoting is Dixon's Bicycle Shop at 792 Brooklyn, New York, 11215 Park Slope. Telephone number 718-636-0067. And the proprietors are David and Chris Dixon. Dixon's Bicycle is a fixture in the Slope neighborhood. It got established in the 1960s. It's a family-owned business. It was originally purchased by their father, which the article never said his name. All it said about their father was he was a Jamaican immigrant. The article also goes on to quote David, is that the Slope Hill district in that borough is very high crime laden. That's the type of place where, breaking and enterings is real high. And, it's low income area. So you would consider being considered rich just owning a television in that neighborhood. So, if you owned a bike, that's like, you're at the cream of the crop. So essentially, that's their thing that they're giving back to the people is some self-esteem, owning a bike. And in a big city like New York City, like biking is, a way of life. To commute around, there's like a lot of full-grown adults that do not know how to drive from New York City because they don't need to. Like if you know this, the town, like the mass transit system. They got bike messengers. Yeah, there was like door dashing before door dashing was a thing. On bicycles, it's the melting pot. Like so, all these different ethnic restaurants got the delivery person that deliver you whatever you want to your door by bicycle. So, besides their bikes being famous for their bikes, is their rustic building design. So they're most famous for their signage. Their sign features a black person with standing next to a